What's up, friend? Welcome back to another TMNT standard video. Today we're going to have a look at mono blue elementals. Now, I had no idea that mono blue was still playable in standard, but I saw this tweet, which is somebody proving us otherwise. They got 7-0 in the standard metagame challenge with mono blue elementals. They're also telling us to buy 1,000 copies of Ashlizzlle. I'm not sure if I'll do that, but I really do love Ashlizzlle. One of my absolute favorite mono blue decks that I've ever played was built around Ashlizzlle during the Bloomburrow era. It's a 4-mana elemental fish, and Ashlizzle's power and toughness are each equal to the number of islands you control, which is pretty great in the mono blue deck. Whenever Ashlizzle enters or attacks, you put a flood counter on the target land. If it's an island, in addition to its other types, for as long as it has a flood counter on it. The first instant or sorcery spell you cast each turn costs blue less to cast each land you control with a flood counter on it. So this is kind of like a spellamental deck list, where you have a bunch of like really cheap instants and sorceries to fill up that graveyard and get to that discounted Eddymer Crab, which hopefully you're casting for 2 mana instead of 7. It's a 5/5 with flash, costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Enters tapped if it's not your turn, and when it enters, you tap up to 2 target creatures. Now, because Eddymer Crab is an elemental, you get a super discounted Thunderflock, which costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest mana value among elementals you control, so Ashlizzle also discounts the Thunderflock. And Thunderflock is a card, when it enters, if you cast it, return all non-elemental creatures to their owner's hand. So hopefully then you're leaving behind a massive Ashlizzle to Shoreless Sea and a really cool Eddymer Crab, and that's kind of like how you close out the games. But Ashlizzle is just so sweet in combination with these cards, as if you play Ashlizzle, put a flood counter on your island, you could fire off like a sleight of hand or like an opt, and then immediately on your opponent's turn, you have that discount again. So despite you being tapped out, you could still fire off a bounce off to bounce an opponent's creature or like protect your own creature. Same with an unsummon, for instance. You can get discounted cards like Consult the Star Charts as well, which is a really cool one. You can kick it, draw a bunch of cards. You can have counter magic discounted. Like sometimes you can really throw your opponent off by being fully tapped out, but you have 2 flood counters on your islands and you're still casting spells, which is just really cool that Ashlizzle can do that. So this deck does have Detect Intrusion as counter magic for instant sorceries or triggered abilities, and it has Spectral Interference in here too, which counters target artifacts or creature spells unless it's controller base 4. Now, something that is really cool as well is that you can enweb your Eddymer Crab back into your hand sometimes, which can be clutch if you're facing somebody that is like, you know, playing a lot of interaction, or you want to like pick up your Eddymer Crabs again to like tap down your opponent's attackers or blockers. So keep that in mind as well. There's also Winter Night Stories in here. It's very easy to harmonize off of these very big elementals, so that could represent a lot of card advantage as well. Now, there are 2 copies of Beelian in the sideboard. Beelian is an elemental. I was considering putting Beelian in the main, but I did still want to like stay true to the original deck list just to honor the creator of the deck. But I did change the sideboard a little bit because I thought that was a little bit not really my style. So I made a couple of changes there, but outside of that, we are playing mono blue elementals with 3 copies of Ashlizzle. I will be playing it in the standard metagame challenge. Now, personally, I did not get 7 wins. But yeah, you can still see the deck in action, see some great runs. And yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is mono blue get back in the format? This creator definitely believes that it is better than the Izzet version of the deck. So let's find out in the gameplay. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then I will see you in the next video. Okay, here we are on the draw. Detect Intrusion, Star Charts, and Eddy. 4 sussy islands. Not the best, not the worst. I think we'll keep it though. Oof, okay. Tremors. That could get a little dangerous. Then against aggro immediately. I assume that may be a bit of a struggle, but we'll see. Sadly, Detect Intrusion is a bit awkward here. It's just countering the wrong things. I don't think they have a whole lot of instants of sorceries in there, do they? Osmogrand. So we'll go Star Charts. Gotta be opt, I think. We just gotta fill up that graveyard, you know? Okay. Beautiful day. Be touching grass. Yeah, I touched some grass for a little bit, which is why we're a little bit late. Went to like some record shops and found Shy Girl's first album. I was like, what the fuck is that doing here? Such a niche pull. But hell yeah. I mean, I guess we may as well grab another. I'll probably like fire it off immediately just to fill up that graveyard, you know? Yeah, I always love that. It's like the only thing I collect in person nowadays. I always have a little bit of a collector's itch, but records, vinyls, whatever you want to call them, like that's the only thing I collect anymore nowadays. Right, I guess we'll grab the bounce off. Okay, I really don't need this many detect intrusions. Like, or, you know, yeah, like I just don't really need 3 of them. They're kind of dead right now. Unless the opponent has something that... Okay, maybe not. Maybe not kind of dead. We'll counter that. Yo, Mulligan Man, what's up? Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like, Libby has tried pushing me into, like, collecting movies before, and it's just, like... would be too much. Okay, well, I thought I wasn't gonna get any detect intrusion value. That was a lie. Apparently, they're on Frontline Rush and the iconic Heroic Reinforcements, so... Okay. We got some value. I couldn't believe it. We'll just go Eddie, Cinderflock or something. Try to get that like set up here. Damn, I cannot believe the value I'm getting out of this. Wow, like... Here we go. You have to make a choice or goes from collection to hoarding. Yeah, it's true. Did I get those islands intentionally? No, it was a complete accident. Oh my god, how did I just spend $20 on that? Oh no. What does this thing even do again? When it enters jacks with a flood counter on target land. It's an island in addition to its other types. Right. Plus blue lasts a cast for each land you control with a flood counter on it. Right, right. Sorry, I just had to like read Eluge again. That was something, huh? Alright, let's flock him. One's going out the 3rd. I'll probably just hold on to bounce off here, I think. Just so I could get rid of the Cosmogrand. No, it's like, I'm just trying to remember. Because I remember building a deck with Eluge in like the Bloomborough era. That was a really cool deck, like during Bloomborough, but I don't think I've played Eluge since. So it's been like a year since I've seen this card again. Alright, I'll pick it up. Perfect. This deck is annoying in the exact way Mono Blue should be. No, it's true. It's true. Very annoying. Opponent was tired of it. Elite. Okay, so they're on chainsaws, they're on impact tremors, like Annul seems pretty solid. Like, I guess Spell Snare seems pretty solid as well. Aetherize, I mean, against a token deck, yeah, I guess. It's like Eluge is like casting 1 mana blue spells for free initially, right? Each turn, so it can cast it for free on your turn and your opponent's turn, so like free bounce offs and then summons and stuff. I think that's really dope. Like Eluge is a cool card. Became the villain. Do you see a Badgermole in here? I don't see a Badgermole. Villain where? Like, I think we may have to go lower on like some counter spells, especially on the draw. He's gotta like trim the deck a little bit, but definitely not the bounces, you know? I think Cinderflock is pretty evil. Yeah, I think it's out there. It's out there. It's not the craziest, but it's definitely not innocent. I don't mind being evil every now and then, though. No Storm Chaser, how can we be the villain? True, true. Very true. Stadium Headliner, alright. I'm gonna cast Opt here. I do need Eddie at some point, but I also need land, so let's lock in first. Alrighty, play my island. Past my turn. You're a Badger Stan. Right. You may have to sit there and eat your food if you're like a Badger fan and you're calling other people evil. I'm sorry, I think you've lost the right. Alright, let's get rid of that. The fear. An Impicall is a great counter here. Stay true to yourself though, like Badger isn't all that evil. Alright, let's just pause. Alrighty. Lightning, bitch! Whoa. Lightning army of one. I mean, yeah, I guess that does allow me to cast Etherize. Even though I am also in Eddimer Crab range, so we'll just have to figure out exactly how do we want to do this. Lightning army of one. Etherize for mental damage. I was thinking that too, you know. Crab Shatter with Flock in hand, true. Oh my god, can't believe I Etherize somebody in 2026. This is fucking crazy. This bot is a turn, but that's okay. Sometimes that's all you need. Ooh, Luca shows up. Grab bounce off. This is a mono blue elemental deck list that got 7-0 in the metagame challenge. Ooh, featuring haste. I guess because I'm Sunder flocking soon, I should just let this go through. Eddie, like these two. Stake 4. You have to book a repair for the Joy-Con? Dang. Alright, Thunderflock it. Any of you guys an elemental? Oh man, this is really where the evil bullshit begins, isn't it? They're at 15. We're gonna be hitting for 15 soon. I do always miss Tolarian Terror though, I will say. Alright, let's tap these two down right here. Lean 15 damage on the battlefield. Crispy. Very crispy. Okay, that was a great first game, you guys. Alright. We're ready. Eluge. She has arrived. Yo, Tom Nook, thank you for the 140 stream streak. Holy shit, thank you. Okay. We're good to go. Yo, Kronos, what's up? What's up, how are you? Counter to auto trigger, but I have a bounce, so it's okay. We're just gonna slam star charts. Gotta start filling up that graveyard. Now hold on a minute. 2 of them? I'm kind of annoyed by that though. 2? That's a bit much. I'll counter that, I guess. Which I didn't think I was gonna do initially, but I also don't really want to be run over by otters, so... Yeah, we will play Eluge. We will try. Yeah, I'll try to emote in a second. Or like depending on how long my opponent takes. I don't wanna rope him. Thunder Trap Trainer. Okay, so they're blink. Yeah, we'll counter that. That's a good card to counter. Perfect. Damn, I was hoping we could get to Eluge this turn. Eddie. Yeah, let's get Eddie. Eddie's close to being cast. We can start going crazy. This is mono blue elementals. Oh, that gets me to Eluge. Slay. Surely I have to go for that, right? Queen? Ooh, Eluge. Of the shoreless sea. Who is this diva? A dead diva. Okay. Well, that did not last long. It's fine. Okay. Boomerang. Ask 10 Magic players what tempo is and you got 12 different answers. It's true, it's true. I've never been more happy to turn on this channel. Hey, I'm glad somebody's happy with it. No, I love Mono Blue. Mono Blue has my heart. I am really a Mono Blue enjoyer, so... Many people don't know that about me. They think it's just like Mono Black and stuff, but Mono Blue is crispy, like... Do I just slam 2 Eddie Mercs here? Amber? Ooh. The Skater? The Olympian? She's cool as fuck. I don't know her though. Interference? It does hit a potential future Riddler, but maybe. Do I just get rid of this otter? Like, do I just slam a Thunderflock here? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Libby, you're cool as fuck too, obviously. The fuck? Come on out. People always associate Mono Blue to Ultra Control with 200 counters. Yeah, but I also fuck with that though. Like, I'm no better. I'm really no better. Like, I still fuck with that as well, equally as much. Okay, but this is just 4 damage though, so... Yeah, you shouldn't have played your land out if you wanted to deal 5. Unless you have a pick up and replay. Ooh, they misplayed. Yeah, they messed up with the land. I think it was just like autopilot. It happens, you know? Ah, that's evil. That's evil. Because it's like, it's always tricky, right? Because in your hand, the Roaring Furnace says that it deals 5 damage, but then when you play it out, you miss a card. And it gets a bit confusing at times. Blink. Okay. So they have Storm Chasers, they got Roaring Furnaces. I guess we should be in old gamers. Gremlin, 8 months, thank you! They are, yeah, they are Izzet players, that is true. They deserve hate for that, but... Doll Snare against Blink. Hits Thunder Trap Trainer. Trying to figure out if it hits more than that. Billion? I think Billion is more against like control decks, you know? Yeah, but I already have a null for the Roaring Furnace. I mean, I guess I could still add another, like... Then again, I think Roaring Furnace is probably a card to go lower on, because it's like... Blue Giant saying this is a nice blue deck. You love to see it. Yeah, no, this is like, is that Blink that they're playing, Alright, I mean, I'm never gonna cut copies of Illusionist deck. It's just, I think that's against the law. I think we're gonna run it like this, see what's up. Okay, I do like getting these guys. Not really early stuff. On matchup, do you play Glenalendra? I think Glenalendra is just in here against Control again. Wait, they gave me to play? Oh, what the hell? I think it's just against Control because it's an uncounterable counterspell, and I think that's why you care about it the most. I don't think there's anything in Standard that's gonna, like, provide, like, a massive stack, you know? Good thing versus, like, Prowess. I mean... A 4-mana counter against Prowess? I don't know. I don't think they care too much about that. Landfall when they get a lot of stack triggers? Maybe? Maybe, like, we can try it out in those matchups. I feel like a 4-mana counter is just, like, a little intense, but... I do love Spell Snare. But I also do love lands. Loki, I want to grab Spell Snare because I'm greedy. Hehe. Hehe. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad I grabbed that Spell Snare, huh? That's they spell pierce this. They do actually spell pierce it. Yeah, Illusion's the only card that gives like the counters like that. Soulguide Lantern. Ooh, I don't love that. Illuge. Okay. So, I should have get that land. I should have kept that land, sadly. Do be 20 lands. We just gotta be careful, I guess. Just gotta get one of these guys to stick, and then we're fine. Sussy land. Okay, I am in Eddie Merc range. Gotta be careful with that, though. Ooh, there's another Allurement card that gives flood counters? Damn. Obviously, I do want to Sunderflock fast as hell, but... Got two of them. We gotta play it safe, though. Mono blue decks are all about patience. This does potentially play into a counter. But just passing the turn, I'm not really vibing with hard either, so I'm gonna try Eddie. Okay. A good chance we have to like counter the detect intrusion or the soul guide trigger. Yeah, I guess I'll discard one Thunderflock, I guess. That seems fine. Getting close to just dive in with the hard casting things. Oh wait, it's only Oh, wait a minute. I can't counter that? Never mind. It's only triggered abilities. Oh, fuck. Okay, then. Never mind. Misremembered Detect Intrusion, but it's okay. It doesn't even got any eddies anyway. It puts us in the same position regardless. We'll be fine. Fill up the graveyard fast again. Like, Blink is not applying any pressure anytime soon. Unless you start, like, working with Riddlers, but it'll be a while, I think, before they do that. Blink is very slow. They whiffed on Thunder Trap Trainer. Holy shit. Yeah, only burps, not the best. Thinking about Spectral Interference in case they did get their... Okay, I just hit another one. I was gonna say in case they hit Riddler. Yesterday's grind. We didn't get further than 4 wins. Which is sad, but you know, we still like we did still get 2 4-win runs. That's not too bad. Coffee. That's what I'm talking about. Aura. Your aura. Okay. I could go star charts. I'll just wait, I guess. It's fine. Get more value. Yeah, right. I know you got Riddlers. I know you're gonna try to fucking cast them or something. I know that's what you're trying. I could also just bounce the trainer, but it does exactly what they want. Thinking about just slamming Detect Intrusion on this. See what's up. Probably trying to clear it away for Riddler. Like, I know you are. Riddler is one of the most important cards in that whole deck. Like, I know they're determined. Storm Chaser too, I guess, but they're not finding that. You know who we need? A Luge! Give me Miss Shoreless Sea. We're all taking Eddie too, I guess, but... Alright, Eddie. Give me a Diva. Alright, here we go. Just pass. Opponent's kind of in shambles right now. They're still shocking. Okay. That has me shocked. Rel. Making an otter. Trying to figure out what kind of like bad stuff can happen to us here. I think I should maybe like full discount him. Internet Stories, bounce off. Another flock. Probably Internet Stories. I was thinking about just finding a counter, but I failed, which is a bit unfortunate. Because I know that they have a counter here, and I wanted the counter to counter, but I couldn't find it, so... Try to counter to counter. Hope Era. Like, I gotta find a way to get rid of Rel, you know? The sad thing is, of course, like... The Thunder Trap trainers can be really annoying to bounce. Like, that's what I needed, damn. Maybe I take a risk and I go like that. Yeah, I needed that exact intrusion to counter their stroke, and that's why I fired off the star charts, but I couldn't find it, so... Okay. Takes a lot of... five-head thinking to get through this one. Gotta be smart. This time around, I do have Eddie and a detect intrusion backup at least, so hopefully it allows us to get to... Ooh. Don't love that. Now, the question is, when do they crack it? You know? Springleaf Drum in that deck. Whoa. That's a kind of interesting one. Exile. Okay, there he goes. I'm gonna go Eddie. I'm gonna say this time around, I'm ready for their shit. Prowess trigger, that's fine. Counter. What's up, Mike? That Lido Rowls at 6. That kind of sucks. Pretty sure, like, Illusion allows us to cast that for 1. Perfect. Springleaf Drum, okay, that's not too valuable. Actually wonder if I should have just gone face instead, but I don't want to randomly, like, risk Rel ulting, you know, if they go crazy with the Thunder Trap trainers, we're not happy. Multiple elementals? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Could counter that. They can pay 4, but they do tap out, which does put me in like a fantastic spot, I think. Let's do it. Illusion has a brawl deck? Damn. I was gonna say as they find Riddler, I'm sure. Of course. If I get a land, I win, right? Miss Illusion. Bounce off. All elementals. Yippee! Okay, I will get rid of Rel. Just double checking I don't miss lethal. Nope. I don't miss lethal. Wait, unless... No. I was like, unless a flood counter is gonna put Elush to A, but I have all islands, so it doesn't change anything. Alright. No, like... Something about just restricting yourself to playing a monocolor deck, to me, will always be incredible aura. Like, I also very weirdly always feel that, like, if you are, like, 3 or 4 colors, I think that's one of the most, like, sweaty, like, things you could do. It's like, no. The less colors you give yourself access to, like, it feels like the more difficult things, you know, or, like, difficult, the more aura you have. Even mono green landfall. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I just think there's something about monocolor decks that I think inherently just makes them cooler than other decks. Because like the more colors you add to try and make your deck work, like the more, I don't know, help you need kind of vibe. Especially in Commander. Like, I love to play monocolored. Like, I think maybe Commander is like a really good way for me to like highlight what I'm trying to say. It's like in Commander, if you show up to a Commander game, a casual Commander game with a monocolored deck, like that's aura. You know, you're playing against somebody that's playing like a 4 or 5 color deck and wants to have access to all the staple cards in all different colors, and you're like, nah, I'm playing mono black. Get out of here. Or like, nah, I'm playing mono white. Something about that is just cool to me. I mean, yeah, obviously, like there are exceptions to the rule. I mean, but I think there's just something cool about it. It's just my opinion, you know. I think there's definitely people that would lean the other way. That think 4 color decks are really cool, but ooh, just my 2 cents, you know. Yeah, Malus is bored. Somehow they're still in this. Yo, Christmas 53. They have another disdainful stroke or something. I may be cooked, but yeah, I'm just hoping for no counterspell. Exactly. Socrates, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's try it, my friends. Tap that otter. Cleared it. All right. There we go. All right, new islands. Who this? Let's keep it. Let's win this metagame challenge. These are so beautiful looking, though. Very nice. I feel immersed. Alright, good luck, Aqua. You got this. Lessons. No way, it's Spelementals versus... Okay, Spelementals versus Mono Blue Elementals. What in the world? They're so tiny. Yeah. They're really small. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay. Yeah, whoever's got the thickest elemental here, I guess. Yeah, no, I do think that Eluge can set up some really cool turns, definitely. Have to be smart about this. Dragon hunts. You don't have to discard their opponent. Maybe they don't know. Right? You don't have to discard on that. Just draw, not... You may discard, yeah. I think I just take 4. I think that's a good counter. I mean, we just have to buy ourselves time, you know? such a weird game though, isn't it? Like, I think we just have to find Eluge because it breaks the mirror. Cheap Sunderflock. I mean, I can't be mad at that either. Eluge. Viva. I think I'll probably just go double Eddie this turn. Hype dancers, yeah, possibly. Alright, I'm gonna tap this elemental right here. I'm sure I'll see many Eddie Mercs on their end too. One was like, holy shit, elemental mirror. Yeah, baby. Ooh, this Bob right here. This is perfect for our new emote. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire off another here. But obviously, like, they can counter my Eddies with an Eddie, which... Eddie more crab warfare right now. You know? Oh yeah, Mono Blue has so much more aura. Come on now, it's not even close. Wow, it goes through? We're gonna waste 2 removal spells. That's quite nice. I have it in summon. Whee! Easy value. Spells wasted. Get Cinderflaw going here. Gotta hurt. Yeah. Alright, looking good here. Aura farming. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bounce my board? No, I don't think so. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, perfect. Right, let's celebrate. Celebrate with the homies. Perfect. Now it gets hard because everybody's boarding in the... 8. We had to restart. Because Excruciator with perfect draws and us flooding ourselves to death sadly took us out. This is such a weird matchup though. Weird. Like, you'd imagine we don't need that many Sunderflocks, but also, like, the Sunderflock blocks the Sunderflock, so it's like... I guess? Is this maybe Glen Elendra that's trying to counter their, like, elementals? I mean... I don't think it's an Aetherized game. It's just fucking weird. Like, it's just a really weird game to find ourselves in. I mean, Glen Elendra, then again, I mean, that makes their Sunderflock, can't really justify doing that, I think. Maybe just 3 steps. I also don't hate the idea of Alien. But I think it's mostly just not making too many changes and just, like, letting it play out the way it just did, you know? I think it's probably something like this. Okay. Looks pretty good. Go team Mono Blue versus Izzet. Go on team! And we're gonna start it here. Sleight of hand, but that means that our little soul that lantern has a target, so I'll take it. Slow him down. Trying to get that developed as fast as possible so we don't get that countered. New one. Who dis? Gonna pass here, hold up Detect Intrusion or cast Opt, I think. Dude. Oh, it's Abe in a 140 stream streak. Thank you, Abe. I don't know if I said that, but holy shit, thank you so much. Sure. I mean, we do need lands, right? Gotta keep an eye on the graveyards. Ooh, interference is good. Nah, I do want to say it. 140 stream streaks crazy. Thank you so much. Three steps. Draw the discard? Land, though. No spell. Interesting. Oh, fuck. What's Ral doing here? Oh, no. That's the one thing about this deck. Is like, we don't really have answers for Planeswalkers. Shit. Like, we really don't have any answers for Planeswalkers, sadly. Oh, no. They're gonna backfire on us? Kill it with their beefy elementals. Yeah. I mean, I guess so, but... Shit. Dude, Ral's gonna beat our asses. Which is really like where I was hoping that, I don't know, maybe we should have had like Flood Maul or something, you know? They could adios here. And in such a weird spot. No, not the disdainful stroke. Nope, 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 nope. This is all falling apart right now. It's like if I can just get the island, like the flood counter, then I can hold up all of these spells, but... We're also one away from ulting Rel. This game is cooked, chat. Well, like, what can we do against these Planeswalkers? We just have to play Glenna Lender's Answer? I guess so. At this point. I can't get wrecked by Rel. I just can't. I also have 3 steps, but you gotta find it, you know? Just can't get hit by that. Gotta be this, maybe. You can also go Belian, of course. Like, Belian does apply good pressure. Maybe. I mean, it kind of depends, of course, but... Yo, welcome in, Dark. 61 special for good luck. Could get somewhere. At least it's gonna fill up the graveyard, so... Gotta find our elementals. You're blaming me for losing your streak? What do you mean? What'd I do? Eddie... Get him set up. Yeah, this is like stonks. Eddie's gonna get cast really quickly here. Give me another. Very, very close to cooking here with Eddie's. Fast gaming right now. Another spectral interference. I feel like I may need something else. Ooh, Glennelander's answer. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. Yo, Mac9 months, thank you. Nah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 9 months is a long time. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta be really careful with these eddies. We gotta protect them. They're precious. Bounce off. I mean, I could also just deal damage here, but bounce off is not the end of the world, you know? Let's put it back in play. Yes, this is the metagame challenge. We are playing mono blue elemental. Somebody got 7 wins with this deck, which is pretty fucking cool, so. We're trying to see if we can replicate it. Ready? Yeah, I'm trying to play it really safe. Did we get 7 wins yesterday? Nah, we didn't. Okay, let's go interference on that. Yeah, it's fucking Eluge. Okay, we take the first damage is ours. That's perfect. Yo, Pretty, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. We're playing the Madigan Challenge. Mono blue elementals. Damn, just as I'm not holding up Glen Alendra. Rib. They're gonna fucking bounce. Shit. Hopefully they wait. I'll send both there. So I don't randomly get this Ral hit by like an opt or something and it goes out of range. Okay, perfect. I'd want to go Eluge here, but I'm too nervy. I think they're gonna just... That would backfire on us, I think. Better off holding Detect Intrusion. Alright. Yours. Take a hit for 2. A little star chart action, maybe? For 2? Ooh, spectral interference is juicy though. Alright, alright. Picking it up. Because I think they're probably gonna try and eddy my eddies. Dude, is this Aetherize? Like, what? I'm trying to flood maul and eddy. I mean, obviously, like, I could counter that. I'll try it. I do think 10 damage is pretty significant. Let's see. Spell Pierce. I mean, I don't think I want to fight that hard. Like, I could just replay it. Loki missing some land drops here, though. That's setting us back a little bit. Soul Guide Lantern, huh? Okay. You gonna crack it? Alright, Eddie in response. It is the worst if they have like 2 bounces, but... Yo, New, thank you for the 85 stream streak. Alright, chat, we beat the elemental mirror. Let's go. Hey, big win, big win. Been crushing the challenge. We're not doing bad. Like, we're not getting a lot of... I don't think we've had a 0-1 so far. So, the farm is doing okay. We haven't had 7 wins yet, though. We got a flock. Thunder flock. We should probably keep that. Okay. I don't know if I need to, but... We see Golgari here. A mortuary and an overgrown tomb. Okay. That is going to be Sultai control, I think. Gonna be an interesting matchup. Don't want that. But Loki gotta get out of this quickly. I will pick that up for sure. Ooh, Winter Night Stories. Like, I fuck with Winter Night Stories, but it's always kind of awkward to, like, tap out. Like, what kind of scary thing's gonna do with 5 mana? I'm not really sure. Like, do they play counter spells? Definitely, right? Let's play this banger. Our charts. Counter? 3 steps or something? There's more card draw there. I kind of feel like maybe I want to pick up the Spectral Interference. Like, the thing is, chat, I don't really know what I'm up against, so I'm not sure what I'm looking for exactly, sadly. Fuck, I'm drawing a lot of cards right now. Sheesh. Where's a luge? Yeah, I don't really know what they are playing outside of just like Sultai. Good stuff, I think. Full hand of cards. Playing control. Nah, I would classify this more as tempo. Well, it technically is just mono blue, like spelementals is the real name of the deck, I think, but... This deck is always just like, This deck is just very tricky to play against control because it's like we have so little ways to close out the match. Like, you have to be really careful when you commit to the board. You know? Not the lessons from life. Okay. Another Eddie. Give me 2 Eddies. No. They also... Oh, 2 Eddies. They also have a lot of life gain, sadly. And they also have 2 copies of Mistrise Village, which is pretty tough. Because they can just activate that. Okay. A full set of 3 steps. Yeah, bet. Board wipes, all that. And there you go. First trigger. Singularity Rupture. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gonna hold both eddies, I think. Appreciate it, Joe. Thanks for giving me the raid. Again, huh? Is this the artifact this time around or something, or? Fuck. I don't have any more bounces. That really sucks. Yeah, I can only in-web it. I can only in-web it. It's a bit of a... It feels like a waste of the tech intrusion, but they're playing around it like crazy anyway, so what can you do? There's not one of them in there, right? Okay. Yeah, no, we can't lose them. If you lose your eddies, you lose the game. Wait, what? Where did they go? Wait, what? I did not think we had an eddy in the grave. There was a fourth? Oh, well, GG then. We're cooked. I did not think there was a fourth in there. I did not see it either. Yeah. Do it on the cornucopia trigger. It doesn't matter. Like, they exile our dudes. Control is just awkward as hell. Especially when they have like these mass exile effects. Like I said, the worst thing about this deck is that your like win cons are so light. So you gotta really lock in. Well, Spectral Deference probably not getting any value anytime soon. I think that's the best we can do. Vendetta Core, I guess. Yeah, Vendetta effects, mill effects, like all of that really just fucks us. Like, I'm assuming we lost an eddy because of the Singularity Rupture. Because we definitely didn't cast one, like... That's probably where one of them got, sadly. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the most, like, the main reason why we lost at the end of the day was the fact those, like, 3 copies of Mistrise Village. Those really fucked us up. I think 3 copies of Mistrise Village in this format, in this meta, is a bit excessive, but it worked out for them, I guess, so. I'm tempted. I shouldn't, though. Okay. Yeah, they were prepared for mono blue. He's a bit grindy, yeah. Watch my sister play it though. Billion! Let's get Billion! Billion! AKA Hydra Man, AKA that bitch. Billion! I actually think Billion may get killed here. Leave him alone. Looks like he may survive. Probably get away with a sleight of hand. Oh, okay. Billion. I'm assuming they're going Rickshasa's bargain then. don't like giving him that, but I will just fire off my own star charts. Which, we'll see if I do it now or not. First Mistrise Village hits the battlefield, sadly. Nah, this is elementals. This is an elemental deck. You don't want to be fucking with otters in here. Doesn't really add much. Okay, holy fucking flood. What is happening right now? 20 lands, by the way. Hell no. At least Belian's killing it, but 20 lands is not good. All these islands and your boy's still parched. It's true, it's true. You know what a really like cool roguelike is that I once did like a sponsored stream of, and I think they made like a second game or something. It's called Tainted Grill. I think they made like a Tainted Grill 2, or they made like an update for it or something. That was a really sick game. Yeah, they emailed me again. They were like, hey, do you want to play it again? This time around, they did not want to have it be sponsored, so I was like, well... my free time, maybe. But I haven't checked it out yet, so... Second one was like RPG one. Oh, interesting. Not sure if I fuck with that as much. I may just get rid of the cornucopia. It does give them a lot of life. Fuck Assassin Trophy on Belian. Yo. Belian, get down. Oh my goodness, another island. I mean, the deck is being a little, bruh. Oh, and it's preparing for a road. Road turned it into an island. Yeah, the island turned into an island. Very meta right now. Picking it up. I am unbothered. Hell yeah. That was a lot nicer. We did flood out a lot, but that was a lot nicer for us. Okay. Alright, we'll keep it. Because I found this deck on Twitter from somebody that had a 7-0 run with it. And then their tweet, they said, buy 1,000 copies of Eluge now. So that's why we're calling the deck buy 1,000 Eluge. It's really silly. Yeah. Obviously have to call it that. Buy 1,000 Eluge today. Alright, Eddie. Cornucopia kind of sucks, though. Okay, as I say that, they get a second. Okay, never mind. Fuck me and my Eluges. I guess. Wait, buy 1,000? I only bought 100. Yeah, I know. Not playing the meta, then. This deck needs is a 7/7 and can cast spells from the graveyard. Low key. I mean, this is not a horrible Eluge moment because I do hold a bounce off eventually, but maybe wait a little. Could you showcase a Kona deck? No. I'm gonna counter that. We don't play these games. Yeah, I got you. I can find the link. This is what I found on Twitter. I don't think this deck is constantly 7-0, but it's a cool one, so. I could try Eddie. I could try this. You see in the tweet, you know, buy 1,000 copies of Illuge. Word. Furdok Core isn't bad here either. And I'm holding up 2 mana. That does get me to Eddie. Maybe just land though. Yeah, I've been testing it. The balance must be respected. I'm gonna go Eddie here. Trying to see what I can set up. Like slightly worried about a board wipe or something, but I'm hoping I don't regret not setting up Lendra here. Ooh, nice. Then again, I got Mistrise, so it's kind of whatever, right? I can pick up Eddie, maybe. Here we go. Board wipe. Of course. I think we're just gonna do the same stuff, huh? All right. What's the best thing they can hit? Console, probably? Star charts? Yeah, I hit star charts. Yeah, I've never seen anybody activate Mistrise Village that much in my life either. It sucks. Favorite artwork? The Black Knight from Throne of Eldraine. I forget the name. Because I'm a fake fan. I mean, do I just hold Glenland? I guess so. Could have denied some heal. Yeah, I could have denied 1 life. True, I guess. Bitch, they're gonna counter Illuge. Or like the end Illuge. Okay, but it says can't be countered. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's called Order of Midnight. They just have so many lobotomy effects. It's just really backbreaking. Lobotomy is just brutal. You know? I mean, of course, like, the most brutal thing is the Mistrise Village. Like, that is constantly fucking us. Because if we could counter these spells, it's not an issue. But... come on, bro. Another kill. And then they're gonna just lobotomy us again, I'm sure. I mean, they're literally playing 4 copies of Mistrise Village. Like, there's quite literally not a whole lot we can do about all of that, you know? I guess while they're tapped out, let's just play Kuruk. Next lobotomy. I mean, hopefully they're out, but... Aderville up in here. Don't have a whole lot of win cons left, chat. 2 Eddies, 3 Thunderflocks, and 2... I guess Billion's still around. Maybe need a demo field? Yeah, you can. It's a bit tricky, though, I think. It's a bit risky. New Kuruk? That's true. Alush can Tournament Islands. I guess you kind of just like don't really want to be screwed with the mana. New Mistrange Village activate. No, not yet. I mean, I could make a copy of Eddie. I kind of like that idea. Opens you up to some shenanigans, though. I'm just gonna let it go through. Oh my god. They milled an Eddie and a Thunderflock. Just shoot me. It's so good. Oh my god, that is so good for them. Holy shit. Yikes. 2 of my win cons milled. This is terrible. Okay, Furdock Core. Carry? I can always... That's activate ability. Can't do that, right? Like, I can't counter that. Counter all spells your opponent counter and abilities your opponent control. If I go Glen Elendra's Answer, does that stop it? Then again, whatever they have here. Eh. Yeah, but it just stops it for a turn, so it feels kind of useless. Looking for more than that. Like, them at 22 life, short-term answers is just not what we're looking for, you know? Like, I'm actually gonna mill myself. Like, they have what? They're 26 live? 24 live? I only have a single Eddie Mercrab. Like, fuck am I gonna do here? Well, and a Murdoch Core, I guess. Double Mistrise Village as well. It's just... The worst thing is that Eddie that's in the graveyard, you know? That's the worst thing. Hope you guys know, I'm fighting for my life. Stuff, man. 10 cards left in my deck. You know what's funny? There's 2 billions left in the bottom 10. Like, where the fuck is he? I'm really just tempted to copy the Eddie Merc here, but... I can't really... Dude, where the fuck is Billion? But I have him in here, right? It's 2 Billions left in 9 cards, you asshole. Billion did that on purpose, I know it. Billion hated on us on purpose. Is this the time? I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, they have another Mistrise Village, but maybe it prevents them from casting whatever they want to do. But I'm better off maybe... Because I think they can just cast anything. This is really important. I have to think about this. So they spend 2 mana, then they still leave a 5, 7. The mill artifact. Yeah, but then I'm better countering the trigger, right? I can counter the activated ability. Rakshas's Bargain. That feels like Glen Elendra to counter these. Because that prevents like them from gaining 6 life. Kind of huge. And I still have the copy open. Or to counter if they board wipe me. I don't think they have the mana to board wipe and activate village. I could also pick up Eddie and replay it for 2. I'm liking the spot we're in, but we may get through this, chat. Can't believe it. Just found it on Twitter. Somebody got 7-0 with this in a metagame challenge. That's where it's coming from. Victory never felt so good. Victory never felt so good. Oh my goodness. We fucked them up. I can't believe we won that, honestly. That was truly like patience and like playing that as best as we could. Like the Mistrise Villages, like, ooh, the odds really were stacked against us, but that was a great game of Magic.